Okay, hello, this is Mr. Stewart. I'm just going to demonstrate for you a graph that you're expected to do for your performance task on cell phones. Okay, the first thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to have to actually create a table. And this table is going to show relationships between two different cell phone plans. You need to pick two cell phone plans that are similar, and then you need to compare those cell phone plans to each other price-wise. So I actually picked two here. I just want to show you on my computer screen over there. This is the information I'm referencing. Okay, and what I'm going to show you is the table that I'm actually comparing Cricket and then I'm comparing Verizon to each other. Okay, so this might be one of those, like if your family has Verizon, you think you could save them money, this might be an interesting way to go. Okay, and what we're going to do is have a starting price, and then we're going to show the cost per month, or how much we pay total for each month up to 1 year. We'll just say 1 year. 12 months. Okay. So Cricket, what happened with Cricket is I actually paid a little bit more. If you remember from the other video tutorial, I bought a cell phone for $140 and there was a $10 activation fee. So the total start cost was $150. After that, there was a just $35 month to month, no contract for 2.5 gigs. So this is 2.5 gigabytes of data and unlimited talk and text for $35 a month. That was the price per month, 35. So at 1 month, after 1 month, I buy a cell phone and then have to pay for the service of that cell phone every month. That'd be $150 plus $35. So that's going to be $185. Now I did the math earlier in my head, so I'm just going to go ahead and write down some of the prices. I'm going to stop right there for just a moment. Okay. And now we're going to go over to the Verizon. Now, I think most people who use Verizon will argue they do have better coverage. The plan I found that was comparable. So it's important that you're comparing plans that are similar. So this one has 2.5 gigabytes of data. It has unlimited talk and text, and it's month to month, no contract, so it's right now it's just the exact same as what Cricket is offering, maybe better coverage. You pay $60 per month for that service. Now, through Verizon, I can actually buy the exact same cell phone for $100 and there was no activation fee. So far, Verizon seems like a cheaper plan. Then, as I go through this, I'm paying per month $60 per month to use the 2.5 gigs and unlimited talk and text. So $160, then $220. So this is kind of an interesting thing here. Notice, even though I start with, it's a cheaper price up front for Verizon, by the second month, I'm paying the exact same amount as I would for Cricket. By the 8th month, if I went with Cricket, I'd be saving more than $100 by using their service. Now, maybe that's the price for coverage all over the place. But in my opinion, I have not yet had a cell phone call dropped, and I've only had maybe 1 or 2 dead spots right in the middle of Utah, in some deep canyons. I've never lost cell phone service in any other place that I've been so far. So in my opinion, so far, this is what Cricket is the one that I would like to do. Now, when you're creating a graph, because you're also going to be needing to create a graph, okay, it's probably a good idea to use a straight edge of some kind. You don't have to do this on a piece of paper. You can use graph paper if you want. You can also do this on a computer and use a program to do it. If you want to use Excel and if you're familiar with those functions, you can do that. Okay. But it's important when you create a graph that you label things. So this is going to be time in months. And this is what you're going to show your parents when you're trying to convince them to buy you a cell phone. You're going to show them this graph and show them that you've done the research and that you can find a plan that's actually affordable. The y-axis up here is going to be cost in dollars, and the x-axis down here is going to be time. Graphs are just a nice visual way to represent what's happening in a real-world scenario. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is break this up into intervals. And so each one of these is representing 1 month. So this would be month 1, month 2, month 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I started in August, this would be September, October, November, December, January, February, March. And over here, this is representing the cost, and I want to break this up into intervals that are easy as well. So I might do so what that means, so this is $100, this is $200, this is $300, this is $400, and this is $500 right here. So this is how much. So what you're going to see, and I want you to think about this, as the time progresses, the cost of having a cell phone and using a cell phone is going to increase as well. So let's do Cricket first. The starting price was $150. I'm going to make a big dot there. This is the starting point. This is how much it cost me without even using the cell phone or the plan that month. That's how much it cost me to just buy the cell phone and activate it. After the first month, maybe put this down for reference just so I remember. After the first month, I will pay an additional $35. So it's $185. So just less than 200. After month 2, I'm at 220. So just above the $200. And what's cool about this is it's gonna look pretty straight. It's not gonna be perfect because I'm just doing this by hand. If you were to do this on a computer program would get this just perfect for you. But each one of these is how much it's costing per month. Now let's compare that with Verizon. Okay, the other cell phone plan. Okay, same service, same amount of data, talk and text. Cheaper cell phone, so it actually cost me only $100 to buy the cell phone. That's my starting point with Verizon. Okay, but then once I get there, $160, so I go just about right there. After 1 month, there I am. After 2 months, I'm at $220, so that's going to be right, same exact spot right there. After month 3, $280. Verizon, here's the cost of Verizon. Now, you can imagine, looking at this graph, how this is helpful. This is less than a year's worth of payment. How far apart, so you notice each month the cost gets just a little bit further apart. Some questions to consider: how far apart will these lines be? How much higher will Verizon be than Cricket after 1 full year? Well, after 2 full years. What about 10 years? What if I keep using the same cell phone service for 10 years? What would the difference in cost be? It's questions like these and data and charts like this that actually help people make better decisions. So this is the type of graph I'm looking for when you pick 2 cell phone plans to compare. I want you to be able to compare them side by side on a table and on a graph.